drops are absolutely broken, and the rewards you can get out of these are ridiculous. You can in theory get 8 hypercharges from a single chaos drop, or even 8 legendary brawlers. As you guys know, chaos star drops can split into 8, and there's a whole new rarity for them, which is the ultra legendary star drop. And yes, you can also get ultra legendary brawlers out of them. Absolutely broken drops. We're going to take a look at them. I will tell you the chances what you can get out of these chaos drops and how likely it is for you to get one of these rarities or that they split. Also, we have 108 balance changes. This update is a huge one. Buffy's chaos drops and everything are right in front of the door for the Christmas update. So let's go. And guys, if you're interested in pushing with me, getting into my friend list on one of my accounts, or being able to participate on cool events we plan, then you can check out Grow Farm on Meta Horizon. Dinkus are my new game. Just get the final seed of the game, send a screenshot on my Discord server, and that's it. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks to Meta Horizon for sponsoring this video. And now it's time to talk about the chaos star drops. We have, just like the normal star drop, all the rarities from rare, super rare, epic, mythic to legendary. But as an addition, we have ultra legendary star drop as well, or chaos drop, with even better rewards. Now we will talk about what the chances are you can get such a reward. And also another difference, not just the ultra legendary part, is that these chaos drops can split. So that means if you get a legendary star drop, you I don't know, get like 1 star power or a hypercharge, for example. But the chaos drop can split into 8 legendary star drops. Then you basically have the chance get like 8 hypercharges or 8 legendary brawlers, or 4 hypercharges, 2 legendary brawlers and 1 mythic and 1 epic, for example. So that's so insane. Chaos drops are absolutely broken, absolutely OP. But let's see how realistic it is to get that. So for super rare, that basically means you're guaranteed to get at least a super rare drop, because all the chances together combine 100%. So rare isn't even possible. You get at least super rare, which is pretty cool. For epic, we have a 28% chance, which means every 3rd to 4th chaos drop is going to be an epic one. For mythic, it's a 15% chance. So every 8th to 9th chaos drop is going to be a mythic one. For legendary, a 5% chance. For every 20th chaos drop is a legendary one in average. And every 50th chaos drop is going to be an ultra legendary one with a 2% chance. Just a quick math session here. You can also be lucky and get an ultra chaos drop with your first try, or you can be unlucky and get one with your 200th try. It's just a matter of luck, but the average here is 50. So the longer you open chaos drops, let's say you open like 2000 chaos drops, then usually you should get around 40 ultra legendary chaos drops. The rewards are pretty similar to normal star drops. Super rare aren't really special. You can get like 100 coins and stuff, you know, just some account progression, common pin, spray. For an epic drop, you can get, you know, a rare pin or rare skin. For mythic, then you can also get gadgets, epic pins, profile pictures, rare or super rare skins. I'm a bit surprised that you can't get... Can you get epic skins from a mythic star drop? I'm not sure if this graphic here is 100% correct, but if this one is true, then it won't be able to get epic skin there. Crazy. And epic and mythic brawls you can get here as well. So a lot of account progression from mythic star drops. For legendary ones, you can get, as we know from normal star drops, hypercharge, star powers, epic skins, and every brawler rarity. But I'm pretty sure from normal star drops that you can also get mythic or even legendary skins. I'm pretty sure about that. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. But yeah, it looks like here you can get mythic or legendary skins. And then in ultra, you can get all the skin rarities, all the brawler rarities, except epic, because epic's not good enough anymore. Even ultra legendary, 25% chance for buffies and a 25% chance for hypercharges. So mythic, legendary, and ultra chaos drops are very good for account progression or for some rare skins. The rest doesn't really matter too much. That's honestly pretty good. And now here we can see what happens when we get 8 ultra legendary star drops. That's so insane. Every time you could, in theory, get 8 hypercharges from just one chaos drop that splits into 8 and is an ultra legendary one. The chances of splitting, I have no idea what the chances of splitting are. I would say, just from a feeling, around 10 to 30% for each split. I think the chances are around that. So getting an ultra legendary Legendary Chaos Drop is already pretty rare. Then you need additional luck, but it also splits 4 times, so you get 8 of them. That would be very, very, very rare, and it's very likely that some of you will never experience that this will ever happen, depending on how long you play. And yeah, that's all the magic around Chaos Drops. So there's a lot to expect with this update. If you can buy Chaos Drops, I will do that immediately. I'm not sure about that. Tomorrow drops the update. I don't know what exactly comes tomorrow, but I hope we get as many content tomorrow, especially before Christmas. They shouldn't miss that, so that they can earn a ton of money. I want to go through the balance changes real quick, and we have, let's say, 10 real buffs and nerfs, and then the rest are just little or not so little health buffs. And that's because buffies are going to be very strong, very OP, giving extra damage, giving extra anything. So they want to make sure that no one is just dying as soon as playing. And the brawlers are a little more steady. There's some insane health buffs for Barley, for example. He gets a 600 health buff and now has from 4,800 HP goes to 5,400. So with a shield gear, he has over 6k HP. With the buffies, honestly, I think that's just fair that all the very squishy brawlers get some HP. Yeah, they will have to do a lot of balance changing in the future because a lot of stuff is just broken, especially talking about the buffies, or even useless, like the Shelly Star Power Buffy that just burns an area at the end of the map. Yeah, super useless, so they will have to do a lot there. Okay, so let's talk about the 10 balance changes real quick. Larry and Lori get a 17% hypercharge rate buff. Took ages to get his hypercharge. Now will be a little faster. Still will take long. Not like that he's OP now. He has a very strong hypercharge, a bit overrated, but this will help definitely. So Cold, 8% reload speed buff, since, you know, his gadget won't be there anymore. Cold and his reload speed, I don't know what it is. Like, he always gets these reload speed buffs, but this one I understand because there's a whole gadget that doesn't exist anymore. And that 8% buff, similar to Spike, is to compensate his epic gear. So he just gets 8%, a little more than 50% from the epic gear as reload speed. So it's not even because of the gadget, it's because of his gear that's getting removed. Spike's mythic gear also doesn't exist anymore, which slowed enemies by 30%, I believe. And now he gets a passive buff of plus 15%. Not bad, considering that he gets a buffy and then just a mythic gear still for free, or let's say half a mythic gear. Yeah, just checked it. It's 30%. It's half a mythic gear. Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. Pearl is absolutely going to be meta. I mean, 9 seconds to get your full heat ready. I think Pearl was underrated anyway and a pretty good brawler. But this, dude, this feels like very strong. Pearl's gadget is insane. The damage is insane with full heat. So yeah, also a super against assassins and tanks. Not bad, not bad. But honestly, I feel like all the buffy brawlers will be meta anyway, and brawlers without buffies, especially with more updates, so will get more and more useless. Similar to the hypercharges. Let's see how much this helps per actually. But you know, for this update, she will be definitely meta. Gigi gets a 20% damage buff. I could see from other videos that it doesn't look like 20%, that it's just 10%. So yeah, I don't know if it's 10% or 20%. If it's 20%, that would be huge. I think she would be pretty good then. 10% is like, still helps, but it won't make the brawler much better. Another buff for Gigi is that you get a speed boost for her attack. First I thought it's her movement speed that gets boosted by 100%. That would be ridiculous. I was like, what? But nah, it's for the attack. So she just unloads her ammo much faster, which is also really helpful. I still don't think the brawler will be meta. I think it's still too easy to counter her, even with 10% damage and faster unload speed, and the hypercharge as well, which now also deals damage when you... But how likely is it to get your hypercharge? Especially me, a solo showdown player, I'd also take a look at solo showdown. For 3v3, she definitely is a lot better now. For solo showdown, it won't change much because you just won't be able to get your hypercharge. Now we get to the nerfs. Meeple, minus 20% hypercharge rate. Very nice. Brawler was too strong. That works. Ham, hypercharge rate, minus 25%. I think could have done 20% as well. I mean, come on. Ham is meta once, and then you just give her the hardest nerf. Come on, dude. Her hypercharge is OP, no doubt. But well, whatever. Same for Juju, minus 20% hypercharge rate. Didn't even know that she's so in a meta. I didn't understand. Like, I think you can counter her pretty easily with Brock if you just destroy the bushes. That's my feeling. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, so to me, it didn't feel like that she needed a nerf, but yeah. I'm not playing esports. Otis gets a minus 10% charge rate. Well, yeah, I mean, I think earlier he needed 3 full taps to get a super. Now he needs 3 and a half, or like I think 1 projectile more to get a super, something like that. Not a big deal. I think he will still be good. And Mina, she doesn't get a health buff, so that's basically a nerf because every brawler is getting a health buff and she's not, so that's definitely a nerf for her. I think there was also a health nerf for her of like 200 HP or something, but I can't confirm that. And then we get a 10% nerf for her gadget cooldowns from 20 seconds to 22 seconds. So these are all balance changes. The rest is just, you know, HP for every brawler in the game. Oh, by the way, another brawler, I think it's 2 brawlers that don't get a health buff, and that's Mina and Hank. I don't know why Hank doesn't get a health buff, but yeah, Hank, you're not getting any extra HP here. And I think there's no brawl arena buffs or nerfs. I'm not sure if they surrendered on this mode or if I just want to see, okay, how our buff is going, and then take a look at brawl arena afterwards. And that's it for today's video. So if you enjoyed it, consider to subscribe and leave a like. And if you didn't, leave a dislike and tell me what I can improve about my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Your SnakeThug. Peace.